Look at this. Get out of here. Look at this. Live on YouTube. Who would have ever thought it? I didn't think. Hold on a minute. Let's get the Instagram. Let's get the Facebook. Let's check. 3 Dinnies. Dinny. 4 Dinnies. Guys, Crypto Dinny here. All the Dinnies. I've got 3 Dinnies. So today is experimental day for me. Going live on YouTube for the crack. Just to test it out, just to see. Let me see if it works. Oh, there's 2 lads on. Maybe they're me. If you're on the YouTube, hit the like or put a comment in. Lee is on. What's the story? This is legend. I've never done a YouTube live before. I didn't even know you could do YouTube lives. This is savage. Anyone who's on YouTube, stick a comment in there. Lee is on. Awesome. Any of my Facebookers, I'm going to start the stream. Then I want you to come over onto, look, I've got a pink wristband and a blue wristband. Like, some lads are shameless. Yeah. See, I'm already getting stick. Niall, I called myself out on the wristbands before anyone else. Guys, tonight I'm talking about why crypto crashes. And if you understand this stuff, if you know it's going to crash and you can understand why, you're able to position yourself and you're able to see when the crypto actually crashes. This is the real Dinny. What's the story, Kevin? What's the crack? Anyone on Instagram, anyone on Facebook, which there's a good crew on there, there's 2070 is on. Hit the link there and jump onto YouTube. I've got 4 on YouTube. Get up, and I've got 1 like. Boom. Lads, you know the deal, all right? It doesn't matter whether you're on Instagram, whether you're on Facebook, there's 3 Dinnies, okay? Or whether you're on YouTube. Let me know what the sound is like on YouTube. Because, Jim Clerkin's in the house on YouTube. Welcome. This is awesome. I got 6 people on YouTube now and 4 likes. Get in there. Facebook people, come to YouTube. I want to do it for the crack. Gary, what's the story, man? You guys are the Instagrammers. You come to YouTube. You have to find me. It's Crypto with Dinny. I just wanted to try the sound is good. Awesome, Barry, because I forgot my mic. Look, I forgot my fucking uniform. I'm like just in the gym here. Look at the bump on those guns. Sorry, I didn't flex for you guys, but look at that. Go on. All right, so I've just been in the gym here working out. And here I am. But I've got 8 people on YouTube and 4 likes. No, they're not called likes on YouTube, are they? It's called like smash the thumbs up, whatever they're called, likes, whatever. Who cares? Guys, I've got some good stuff for you tonight. Crypto's going to crash. I know it's going to crash, and this is the reason why it crashes. And if you understand the crashes, what's the lighting like on the YouTube, lads? Let me know, because it looks very dark. I'll have to watch the recording later. I've got 13 on YouTube. Get in there. This is legend. I didn't think it would work at all. I didn't think I could do them. Bill, Dinny on the tube. Who would have thought it, Bill? Just finished a back session tonight. Well done. Nikki, happy days. Sounds great on YouTube. This is deadly. You can see the comments on YouTube much easier. And because on Facebook, I can't really see the comments. They fly through. It's better than the mic. Jesus, the mic was bad that day, lads. Yeah, the mic was bad. Lovely. So I'm going to start the content, and then I'm going to incentivize you guys to come over into the YouTube feed, because I'm going to switch you off for the crack, because I'm going to make you come here. And don't forget, guys, if you're on here, we've got 13 on YouTube. 13. Let's see, can we get 20? Oh, we've got 12. We lost one. Someone came, they looked, they saw, they went, no, I can't curse, can I? I can. They said, feck that, I'm out of here. Oh, he's back. He's back, or she's back. They're back. We've got 13. Okay, so Facebookers migrate across, YouTubers stay, and Instagrammers can migrate across. And we'll just test the waters here. I want to try out the old, I was over in London, and genie lads, I was meeting the fucking all the people we watch on YouTube, and they're like, what's your channel, Dinny? And I was like, I don't really have one. I just do Facebook, and I get like 100 people on my Facebook feed sometimes. And they're like, what? Get a YouTube channel. You need to have a YouTube channel. Heading over to YouTube here. Frankie's en route. Frankie, let me know when you're in the house. Put a comment in when you're in the house. Santiago, what's the crack, man? Gary Murphy, gold play button incoming. What's that? Is that the trophy that you get? You know, if you get like so many subscribers. Yeah, boom, let's go. Let's bring it. We need more Irish people, okay, in crypto. The metaverse. The thing I noticed about London is, right, the community in London all came together. And as a consequence of that, it's savage. The amount of money that came into the space because they all leverage each other, built a community. Whenever anyone was doing that, they were helping. And, oh, I know this lad. And even from me just being there, I made connections. And someone reached out to me asking me, anyone gaming? I was like, I do actually. I met an Irish guy over there, got onto him. Yeah, connected the two. Boom. That's what we need to do in Ireland. We need to build our community, make it thriving like London. That's the plan of Crypto with Dinny. I've got 18 in the house on YouTube. We're going to hit the 20. I feel we're 7 in. I lost someone. I better get into the content. Maybe I'm just rambling too much. Guys, do me a favor. If you're on the YouTube, hit the like button or whatever it's called, and also hit the subscribe. Because I think the way the algorithm works is the more people that hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, it pushes out to more people. The mighty DCF, home of many an athlete. That's where we are. We're in DCF, Dinny Collins Fitness. That's where we're at right now. But anyway, today I want to talk to you. So we talked about how I know crypto's going to crash, guys, because I know it's going to crash because I've been here for a while and it always crashes. And that's okay. It's part of the journey. It's why, as crypto investors, all right, it's our job to educate people. So my job is educating financial advisors. Okay. My job is educating people, small businesses and private individuals about, small, medium, and large businesses about how to navigate crypto. Because you see, this niche, this area, you need a different investment thesis than anything else. It's different than property. Okay. It's different than equities. You treat it differently because the volatility is far more volatile than any other market. So if you try and navigate it as, you've done well, you own a couple of properties, you're a property investor, and you use that strategy in crypto, you'll be liquidated in a fortnight if you're lucky, because crypto's too volatile. So you need a different strategy. And that's how 2 days ago I was talking about the crashes, and people were like, Dinny, should I sell my Bitcoin? Should I sell my alts? Should I get back into stablecoin? I'm like, no. Now, of course, I was like, listen, lads, do you know what I mean? I'm rocking around with the gun show on, flexing, all right? So clearly I'm not a financial advisor. Financial advisors don't wear hats that say TYF, tackle your feelings. If you're not feeling good, do something about it. Life's too short. Let's be happy. Let's have the crack. But anyway, I'm not a financial advisor. So don't take anything I say as financial advice. I've 17 on YouTube and I've got 13 likes. I'm going to hit the 20 tonight. I'm staying on this thing all night. It's live. I'll just take this home with me. So I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not financial advice. We do all that. Beware of scammers. I think on YouTube there's apparently less scammers, so hopefully that'll work better. But the scammers will be on Crypto with Dinny. I am buzzing, Frank. I've had a big pump. I've had a run this morning, done my affirmations, got in a great mood, and then just had a big pump there this evening. So I'm buzzing. Like whenever I work out, I'm like, I go home tonight now and I can't even sleep. But I'll talk to you, lads. We'll have to crack. Anyway, not financial advice. Have to say that, all right, because I'm not a financial advisor. Hit the like and subscribe. I said that and blah, blah, blah. All right. So why I expect... Oh, yeah. Before I go on, let me just plug the newsletter. Because in the newsletter, I'm filming a video which is exclusive from what I learned in London. So it's going to be awesome. So you got to be on my newsletter. It's free. The newsletter is free. Just go www.cryptowithdinny.com. Get my 5 things to know before you buy crypto. Even if you own crypto, get them anyway. You may learn something. A lot of people do. And you get into my email list and you'll be getting that. That's going out next week. First thing next week. I'll be doing that later this week. But it'll just be what I learned in London. It's like, I think I already told you about that, so I won't waste time about it. Anyway, let's get into this good stuff. Guys, remember, if you're on Facebook, it's time to move over. I'm struggling to get to live on YouTube. Colin can't find it. Yeah, that could be the problem. It might, unless you're subscribed, you may not get the live. Oh, Nikki found it. Boom. I shared the link there on Facebook, so you should be able to click that. Click that. I don't know. Anyway, the show must go on. And you guys will be turned off, but you can go and pick it up on YouTube later, because the idea is just try and bring some of the community into YouTube and build the Irish community. Now, you can be involved in the Irish community if you live anywhere. You don't even have to be Irish. Lads, do you ever go to the Irish bars? Like I was in London. Do you ever go to the Irish bars? Like that's where the best crack is. Do you know what I mean? And everyone's welcome. So you don't have to be like Irish to be in the Irish community. You don't even have to be in Ireland. I don't care where you are. This is the Irish community. And we're going to have the crack. So the thing about the Irish community is, like, having the crack is like mandatory. It's not optional. It's like you must have the crack, and we will force you to have the crack. Life's too short not to have the crack. So here we go. Why crypto crashes? All right. It's inevitable. I see it like, it's almost like, do you remember The Matrix? Any of you like that film? I like that. I think that's an awesome film. And I think of it like the Oracle. It's like cryptocurrency has to go through this journey. Every early stage startup tech does. It goes through these massive swings of volatility, and people would be like, it's a bloodbath. It's horrible. It shouldn't happen. We got 23 on YouTube. Fit in there. This is savage. But it has to happen. Okay. A couple of reasons. All right. I've got a list of them, and hopefully it's going to help you prepare yourself so you know what's coming. All right. I'll give you guys two, then I'm turning you off. So you have your warning now. Get onto YouTube. Early stage tech is volatile. Okay. Yesterday I gave the example. It just is. Early stage tech is volatile. And the reason it's volatile is because it's early stage tech and we don't understand it yet. So we can't, it's really difficult to get a valuation on it because it's new. It hasn't been here before. So it's almost impossible to get an accurate valuation on it. And valuations go up and they'll come down really, really fast. So it's really, really difficult. And I gave the example of Amazon. In the year 2000, Amazon was trading at $75. In the year 2001, Amazon dropped to $5. Can you imagine if you were an investor and you owned Amazon and you took a drop like that? Like that's a 90% drop. It's insane. It's killer. It's probably more. However, today Amazon's valuation is 3,253. So anyone who was able to ride that volatility, who wasn't over leveraged, who wasn't overexposed to the asset, and could just go, well, it's early stage. I'm taking a punt on it because that's how you invest into early stage stuff. You allocate small little baskets of capital into your early stages, and you're willing to, in crypto we call it hodl, hold on for dear life, because that's what you gotta fucking do. Okay, so Amazon's example, Facebook is the exact same. Facebook had this huge massive drawdown. It was still a terrible idea to try and trade it. Get in and get out, miss the pump, try and time the market. It's just a bad idea. It's not how you trade early stage startups, or it's not how, like, for example, let's just say the billionaires, Michael Saylor, for example, he didn't trade his way to become a billionaire. He bought valuable property and just held the fucking thing. Like he bought Facebook and he rode through the volatility, and he bought Amazon and he just held it through the volatility, and that's how he's a billionaire with his sort of private equity. And then and he has the same sort of thesis on this is how you navigate Bitcoin. It's impossible to get a valuation on such an early stage tech. All right, that's reason number one. Okay, reason number two, institutions are here. Hello, baby. As crypto investors, let me have a sip of water. Hear me stomach rumbling there. It's dinner time. Denise, if you're on, get a bit of steak on. I need the protein. But institutions are here. And what people don't understand about institutions, all right? Banks pay hundreds of millions every year for manipulating markets. That means for putting out misinformation just to try and move markets one way so they can get an advantage, all right? So you must understand that when institutions come to this market, it's going to be manipulated. And we've seen that. We've seen that in May when we had this massive 50% drawdown in the middle of a bull run. We had a 50% drawdown. And when you look at what happened, because it's all on chain, lads, we're going to hit 30 likes here on YouTube because I've got 29. I've got 20. I've got 20 likes and 29 viewers. But when you see what happened in May, guys, what happened in May was, and remember, you guys haven't moved over. It's your last chance. So I'm switching you off. I'm switching you off. Neil Young's on from Marbella. What's the crack? Good to see you, Neil. And Stephen, sure, it's just a 4-year cycle. Fair play. It is a 4-year cycle. Cycles could be broke, though. I don't know. I think there's too much information out there, and the market will front run the next cycle. So in May, there was a lot of bearish news. It seemed to all come together. There's all this bearish news. And Bitcoin dropped from 65 grand down to 28, 27 grand or something. Okay. I'm like, Jesus, lads, what happened there? Well, what happened when we look at the on-chain, if you follow like Will Clemente, Willy Woo, because they can see who's buying, it was all the retailers, all the normal people like myself. They capitulated on the news. They folded and went, we got 30! Woo! It's mad. Of a Dinny, of 3 Dinnies. I know I'm not looking at you, lads, because I'm trying to look here. Can't look at all the Dinnies, or I'd be just going mad. But it was the small people that sold. It was the small wallets that sold their Bitcoin for half price. They bought it high and they sold it low. And who bought? It was these massive whales that bought. So the Bitcoin that was being purchased since that drop and in that drop and in May, they weren't buying a Bitcoin or even half a Bitcoin or 0.1 of a Bitcoin. They're buying 1,000 Bitcoin or 2,000 Bitcoin, okay, or 500 Bitcoin. There are whales just scooping up institutions, okay, hedge funds, family offices just going, yes, half price Bitcoin, give us some of that. Some people, retailers don't understand that when we want institutions to come because that's what gets Bitcoin to 100,000 and that's what gets Bitcoin to 1 million. So institutions are welcome. Come on in. But you've got to understand how they work, that they will manipulate the market. They will manipulate the media. Like if you get any of your information from mainstream media and you're a crypto investor, you're a foolish crypto investor, because you'll only get the wrong information at the wrong time on mainstream media. You need to come away from that. If you want good information, go to people who are in the space. People like Crypto with Dinny, okay? Get onto Crypto Twitter. That's where you're going to get the right information. If you want the FUD, you want to be scared, you want to dump your bags and sell them to institutions for half price, trust mainstream media for that, okay? So institutions are here. Expect market manipulation. We've seen it in May. It's not over yet. Going to be all rosy. Wait till you see. Some institutions can't get in yet. Wait till that ETF is launched. They want cheaper Bitcoin. They will FUD the price. They don't care about you, all right? That's why you have to, be prepared to ride it. Now, leverage in the system. There's a lot of leverage in the system. I'm giving you a taster here now. Oh, my scammers are on. I'm turning off my speed now because the scammers are on Crypto with Dinny, their Facebook page. They're not on YouTube. Oh, heck, I told them about it. Oh, he's nuts. There's a lot of leverage in the system. You see, with regular markets, you can't have 100x leverage. But in crypto, you can. Well, they're pulling it back at the minute. But the leverage causes these cascading crashes that so many people get greedy and so many people are trading on leverage, okay? You can fucking put $1,000 in and you can trade with the swing of 100 grand with leverage. So it's easy. But that means when this thing crashes and when we get a pullback, because people are on leverage, they get margin called. And then it causes a cascade in the price because then the next person slightly below them gets margin called and margin called and margin called. And suddenly you get this 20% pullback in a day. There's so much leverage in the system that you've got to expect extreme volatility. The great thing, as we know, is if any of you guys have been here for even a short time, you'll know that the volatility works both ways. Case in point, Bitcoin went up 40% over the last 2 weeks. 40%. And it's an asset that's valued at whatever it's valued at, 55 grand. $55,000 like. And it went up 40% in 2 weeks. Crazy. Okay. So it goes both ways. Now, leverage in the system, we don't have the regulation. All right. Regulation will come and you won't be able to trade on 100x leverage. All those exchanges that are doing that will be shut down. Because what happens on that? All that happens on that is 90% of traders lose their money. All right. That's 9 out of 10. There's a gun. There's 9 bullets in it. One empty chamber holds your head and there's 10 grand for you there if you want to pull the trigger. Click. I got away with it. Would you pull the trigger again? Come on, it's a foolish thing to do. So most 9 out of 10 people who trade on leverage lose all their money. People watch 1 or 2 YouTubers who make loads of money, but also were in crypto very early. So they didn't need to do it with their trading. All right. But that's just the statistics of trading, that 9 out of 10 people who trade lose their money. And people who play with leverage in crypto, forget it. You're just going to be liquidated. It's easy. You don't need to use leverage in this market. Okay, but it's one of the reasons that we get these massive drawdowns. Is you just get margin call, which causes the next margin call, and the whole thing just craps it until everyone who's on leverage is basically wiped out, and you've just got the spot traders left, which is like grand and good, but you've got to know, lads. I've got 32 on YouTube. This is like the most I've ever had because of my first ever one. This is pretty exciting. I've got 33 on Facebook, guys. I'm going to switch over. Go and find YouTube for the crack there. Let me know how it is. Leverage trading is so much danger. Yes, Lauren's on. What's the crack? Lauren, get over there onto the YouTube. Let's go. I'm turning off this. Guys, join me on YouTube. I'm going to continue. Let me turn this off because I'm having fun here on YouTube and I'm trying to get people on. Crypto Dinny, go and find us for the crack now. And you've had enough information. If I figure out how to do it all, I'll do it all. Right. Get onto the YouTube there now. Let me see. Finish. Boom. Got rid of them. I did. I turned it off about 40 people. Hold on, we'll post it. Post. Share to IGTV. Actually, we might as well. Next. Jeez, I don't have time to write titles. Sure, I'm live on fucking YouTube, lads. Right, so there's 3 reasons. Early tech is volatile. It's hard to value it. It's very difficult to get a valuation on it. Institutions are here. Market will be manipulated. Leveraging the system because it's not regulated. All right. Now, next reason. And this is sort of like the matrix style. So save the good stuff for you, lads. Save the good stuff for you. Some whales, like there's people who've been in crypto. I know people who've been in crypto for years. And they have a shitload of Bitcoin or other assets. They need to distribute them. Okay. This system doesn't work if it's centralized, if there's bag holders that are holding the majority of the coins. The coins, for Bitcoin to work as a store of value asset, it needs to be distributed to the whole world. Okay. We're at 1 to 2% of people own Bitcoin in the whole world now. So the coins need to be distributed. So that means that whales need to sell. All right. And by whales selling, that moves the market back down. Okay, because it's sell pressure on the price. But that's okay. It's just part and parcel that these whales have to sell, and then small hodlers have to buy. Okay, if there's a whale and he's holding like 5,000 bitcoins as one individual, they have to be spread out. Okay, spread out to thousands and millions of people, maybe. Okay, but that it's part and process that the coins have to be distributed for this decentralized system to work. So it's just inevitable. We've got a good crew on YouTube now. We've got 44. I think I can get to 50. 46. I don't know why I'm so excited on this, because sometimes I get 100 on the Facebook, but just because it's new. Let me see the comments. This is savage. I can see the comments. I can't wait to watch this video back. Right, so whales need to distribute their coins. They have to sell. That's giving sell pressure. Same as miners. People say, oh, damn, bloody miners are crashing the Bitcoin price. Why are they selling so much? Well, what do you think they're going to do? How do you think they're going to pay for electricity? They have to do it. It's part and parcel of being so early. It's why you're going to get life-changing wealth by holding this asset and going through this volatility. And other people will go, funny, into that money, that has no value. I heard that tonight already. And that's okay. It's not for everyone to understand. All right. And that's why you get what you deserve. If you ride the volatility, if you educate yourself so you can become a crypto investor, because it's not easy. Okay. You deserve everything you get, and you will get in the future. Nothing is a certainty, but there's never been an asymmetric bet like this before. Lovely. So, next point, retail. Not majority. Many crypto investors are retail. Okay, and retail come in, and they've got what you call paper hands. Okay, and paper hands just means that, oh, my money, I'm going to lose my money, because they've never been an investor before. Certainly not a crypto investor. So they sell easy. And sometimes people are like, oh, what do you want me to do? Like, hold and lose my money? See, that's trading. So once you have paper hands, you're now a trader. You're not a hodler. You've got 50 likes. Or no, we've got 25. 25 likes, 50 viewers. Get in there, Dinny. I didn't think we'd get this tonight. This is fairly good. I'm happy with this. I wonder, are any of them? Let me know in the comments. Are any of you guys not currently on Crypto Dinny Facebook? Have you got any newbies here? Be interesting to see. Some people don't have paper hands. They've got spaghetti hands, which is even worse. Yeah. The problem with paper hands is, okay, if you're going to be a cryptocurrency investor, you need to learn how to get diamond hands. Diamond hands just means I'm not giving my crypto to institutions at less than I paid for it. Whatever I bought it for, I don't care. I will hold this because I'm stubborn. All right. One thing I am is I'm one stubborn asshole. And as you know me, will know that, like, I don't like to lose. I'm very competitive, and I don't care. I'd rather ride it to zero than be wrong, but I know I'm not wrong. Okay, so you need to have diamond hands. And any crypto, like, let's just use Bitcoin example. 99.2 days you could have bought Bitcoin. This was a stat from yesterday or day before. 99.2% of all the days you could have bought Bitcoin, if you had diamond hands, you had more purchasing power, which means in euro value, dollar value, sterling value, whatever your local currency is, whatever your local shitcoin is, okay, you've more purchasing power than the money you put in. So the money you put in is worth more today if you have diamond hands. 99.2% of days over the last 10 years to buy Bitcoin. Now, I'm just talking about Bitcoin, just using that as an example. But there's many great crypto assets out there. Okay, but 99.2 days you could have bought it if you have diamond hands. You were prepared to hold through the volatility, through the drawdowns, when everyone told you it was the wrong thing to do and you're the fool. If you're prepared to do that, you increase your purchasing power. Do you think that's going to change over the next 10 years? No, I don't. And the reason why, look around. As macro just means, like, you know, look at the world, look at everything from zoom out. Don't be zoomed in like, oh, damn it, it went down 1% today or whatever. Macro is just like, what's the crack? I'm just having a look. And I'm just looking what the trends of the world are like. Yeah, I can see what's going on. Let me do a few rows to get in here. Okay, so with the macro outlook of this, it's like, Stripe are back. They're back in crypto now. Stripe are, PayPal are here. Congratulations. Twitter are here. You know, one of the biggest social media platforms in the world is opening up Bitcoin. So it's not like that they're finishing off with it. They're just creating these products. So Bitcoin is growing at a parabolic rate. When the internet grew, it was adopted at 60%. You know, around 60% per year of people. That's its growth, its rate of growth. crypto, Bitcoin is growing at 120. It's growing at twice the rate of the internet. That's why people can't realize the feckin' changes that are going to happen over the next 10 years. And life will not be lived the same in the next decade. And you guys who are in crypto are in the right place at the right time. And you just have to be patient, especially if you're only here like 6 months or a year, or even 1 month. Patience. Crypto rewards the patient. Crypto rewards the diamond hands, not the paper hands and not the spaghetti hands, as Big Dinny. We have a good crew on here. Kevin has just said we need to organize an Irish meetup. It's happening. Okay, I'm trying to get a projector organized. I'm going to buy one and I'm going to do my Bitcoin basics for free to teach all the Irish community about it and just build up this community. All right, that's happening. I'm going to Google that. I'll have too much energy tonight. Right, I'm going to write that down. Order projector. Right, boom. It's on the diary. It's written down. Right, what else? What's the other reason here? So retailer, not diamond hands. So be diamond hands. You know, if I buy my crypto, I ain't selling it because I think even if I'm buying it at 55 grand, my thesis and Plan B agrees with me, and Saifedean agrees with me, and Michael Saylor agrees with me, and Arul Pal agrees with me, and many of the world's best hedge fund managers who are basically people who are good at managing money agree with me that $55,000 for Bitcoin today is cheap because it only goes to 500,000 and then 5 million in the next decade, or it goes to zero and it's worthless. That's the play. Most people don't think it's going to zero. That's why Tesla bought $1.5 billion. Most people think we've had escape velocity. Okay, but some people do because they can't see digital value. They only see physical value. It's like, this is a pen. This is valuable because I can touch it and feel it and hold it. Digital value. You can't touch it, you can't feel it, you can't hold it, but there's value. And that's what Bitcoin and blockchain technology done, is it created digital value. Anyway, let's get on with the points before I'm here too long, because I'm getting hungry. I'm not even in my car. Haven't even had my car out today, but I learned how to do launch control in it. Been trying to do the launch control and I was getting it wrong because I was doing it in manual on the flappy paddles. And I watched a video today and some guy was like, you need to put it on automatic and the thing just launches. So I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. I'm going to get out and launch it. FUD, F-U-D, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. That is a problem, okay? And that causes this capitulation, all right, that one person sells. And because it's a juvenile, young market, and a lot of crypto investors haven't had investing training, they go, bad news, I'm selling. Bad news, I'm selling. Bad news, I'm selling. All right, and this causes this cascading drop. And that's how our bear market will happen. It will be FUD, and it will just cause this cascading drop. And I expect Bitcoin to crash. And all cryptos to crash. Like Bitcoin will crash and also crash even harder. It's just part of the parcel. And to be honest, guys, you know when you're a good crypto investor is when you love the crashes, when you look forward to bear markets, because that's when you make the life-changing money. Launch control is sore on the box, on the gearbox. Yeah. Feck it. That's what they're made for. Sure, she's still under warranty. I'll launch that thing everywhere once I learn to do that. Every traffic light. I don't care if it's the Prius beside me, it's getting launched. Okay. So fear, uncertainty, and doubt. We're going to have this cascading drop. As a savvy crypto investor, guys, I have 29 likes. Some of you guys haven't pressed it. Like, it's not that hard. Stretch it out. Don't have me get in there. Who is it? Who is it? No. Who is it? Can I find out who it is? No, I can't. You're lucky. I know when I'm watching YouTube and the guys are always looking for the likes, and I'm like, Jesus, come on, right? I don't do it for them all, but if they have to crack, I will. But anyway, do definitely hit the like because we're trying to build this Irish community. We're all in it together. Let's do it. And we're going for in-person meetups. Right, so FUD, that's cascading. Greed is how we get these massive crypto corrections. Because like all markets, if you look at Bitcoin, if you look at Bitcoin, it goes like this. But if you zoom out and, you know, if you go back here and you zoom out and you look at the price of Bitcoin, it goes like this. Look, it starts here and it just goes straight up like that over 12 years. It's a bull run, all right? But if you zoom in, it's like up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and massive downs, okay? Because with all markets, we have this thing called greed. And we'll see that later this year, possibly into next year. We're going to see greed when people are like, they get too greedy and the price of Bitcoin's going up and up and up. And there's so much bullish news and it's just going to 1 million, probably going to 1 million in 2022. But then it doesn't. Then it cracks. It crashes hard. And who knows? Does it crash from $300,000 down to $100,000? Does it crash from $200,000 down to $90,000? I don't know what it crashes. But I expect it to happen. I expect our alts to crash even harder. Okay. But I also look forward to it because that's when I'll be scooping it up for cheaper. I dollar cost average. I buy it every week. I don't care about the price because I'm not selling it for the next decade. That's my plan. That's my strategy. Okay. So greed is one of the reasons it pushes the market, that the thing gets overvalued, that it's trading at too high a valuation. And then the last thing is just cycles. Cycles. Let me know in the comments if you've got some value out of this, and if you're enjoying the YouTube. I can't wait to watch it later. Just have a look at it, see what it looks like and sounds like. I know I'm in a fucking sleeveless top and everything, but like, feck it, like, progress, not perfection, has been my motto for my life. That you just get it done, Dinny. Get it done. Anyway, cycles. So the whole crypto market seems to follow Bitcoin's the whole crypto market seems to follow Bitcoin's halvening cycle. And the halvening cycle, for those of you that don't understand it, that every 4 years, it's done on blocks. It's approximately every 4 years, Bitcoin's supply is chopped in half, chopped in half, chopped in half. So the issuance of Bitcoin, every 10 minutes, Bitcoins are created, but that's cut in half every 4 years. So what you have is an asset that's grown at 120. Here's a little tip for you now, if you don't, because I know you're looking at the price every day and you're getting worried because it's not doing that and it's too expensive. You have an asset that's grown twice the rate that the internet grew at. And there's possibly, I think by 2024, 5 billion people going to be here, was one of the stats I seen. 5 billion. So that's pretty much most. No, that was 2029. 2024 was 1 billion. Okay. Going to be here in crypto, holding digital property. Because people value property. We understand, like, I have a gaff there. It's nice to have your own home. It's nice to say, this is my property. It's my land. And it comes in here. Watch out. Okay. But it's nice to have we understand physical property. It's the same with digital property. Okay, so they're coming. They're coming. All right. So we have an asset that the demand for it is going exponential up. Demand's going exponential up, but supply getting chopped in half every 4 years. Now, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to realize what happens to the price, Dinny, if more people want it and the issuance stays the same, the price goes up. But if the thing is cut in half, so it becomes half as scarce every 4 years, this is why we go to moon. Okay. What's the crack here? 21 million market cap would equate to 1 million Bitcoin. If it's just under 1 trillion right now, all the adoption. Yeah, boom. I think that's even higher. I don't think you need a 21 trillion market cap to see Bitcoin at. I think you need yeah, I'm not sure. I can't do maths in my head, but I don't think you need that much. I think it gets a million even easier than that. Anyway, who cares? You're buying the thing for 50 grand. If it goes to a million or 500,000, you're still winning. And the other stuff, like some of that other stuff's going to do 100x, going to do 200x. I've owned stuff that's done that. It's amazing. You put a tiny little bit of money in and the thing just goes. And what do? You be patient. You dollar cost average. You accumulate the assets. And it's simple. But guys, there's a couple of reasons why crypto will crash, why crypto does crash. I really appreciate it. I've had a bit of fun tonight. I'm really looking forward to seeing myself on YouTube. I should have a feed here watching, actually, so I can see what it's like. But hopefully I can end this and save it and get it to upload and all. And it all works. We don't lose it forever and use 50 people have been the lucky ones. But it's been awesome to get you all here. I really appreciate you jumping over, because I know it's probably a pain in the ass to go and look for it on YouTube. But like I say, like I was chatting with a lot of people in the London space. And, a lot of people, the heads of fucking all these projects that we invest into, I'm not going to name any of them specifically. But they've agreed to come and do stuff with me. And they're like, yeah, I'll do a YouTube with you. I'm like, I don't even have a YouTube. I just talk on Facebook, lads. So yeah, it's important. I'm going to try and build up the community here, build up community on YouTube, build up the in-person meets. My plan is to order a projector now when I go home. If any is on Google, you can send me projectors. And we do some in-person meetups, where I'll present and get some experts in, because you want to see who's in this country, guys. There's people doing amazing things in crypto. There's just like 2 lads over here and 1 lad here, and a little community of 13 people working on this project. Got to get this all together, because 2 heads are better money even for the sheep's heads. Doesn't matter if you're not a developer or you're an investor or you're just a retailer or whatever you are. It's just, as a space, we all come together. We have to crack. And I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be a bit of fun. And, if anything, the last almost 2 years has taught us that, like, people do better together. It's one of the things that I leverage in my gym all the time. Community, humans have always lived in communities. And if we create investment communities and crypto communities in Ireland, I think everyone does better. The whole Irish community, everyone in it does better. And you don't have to be in Ireland. Just get on fucking YouTube and you're here. How good is that? Right, guys, I'm going to jump off. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the, I hope you got some value out of the content. And you're a little bit more sophisticated in your investment thesis. I look forward to my next YouTube again. For this evening, though, I will say Dinny out. Now, I'm going to answer Derek's question because he did ask a good question there. Will you sell Bitcoin when it tops out and move it into large caps? Okay. If I was to do that, that would be trading. All right. So my strategy, and I suggest you create your strategy before you get into life-changing money. Because I have friends in 17 who had life-changing money. Okay. And they had no strategy and they lost it all. And they lost even more money than they put in the first place. Okay. So get your price points. If you have a life-changing event, you're like, if Bitcoin hits that price with the amount of sats I own, I can clear my mortgage. I'm happy. I want to do that. Boom, do that. But create your plan before it happens. You can't navigate this market in real time. You must have a predetermined strategy and plan. Okay. So for me, I have some price points. I'm not sure if Bitcoin will hit them in this cycle or even next year. But if it does, I will take some profit off the table and just put it into Lamborghinis. Like, but I don't think it's going to hit those prices this cycle. So I'm prepared. I'm going to hodl the thing. I'm going to keep my DCA, keep my strategy, and I'm not going to try and trade it because 90% of traders lose money. And I don't like those odds. So have your hodl portfolio. You can have some trade portfolio. I have a very small trade portfolio that I will mess with, that I will take profits in. And but I have my hodl stack, and that's just like my precious property. Because just like, if you tried to trade, this is why you can't do it in real time. If you tried to trade right back to the very first point, you tried to trade Amazon, okay, when it was crashing from 75 down to $5, and you got that wrong. Well, let's say you got it wrong by 50%, which is so easy to do. Well, now, instead of having 3,000, instead of having a stock worth 3,000, whatever the number was, I can't remember now. Oh, fuck it. 3,500, we'll say, have a stock worth 1,750. So you really harm your long-term strategy by screwing around in the day-to-day, and people don't understand that. HODL is the best strategy. It's how, like, I met a lot of very, very wealthy people in London last week. They've just been here. That's what they've done. They've hodled. They haven't traded the market. So my advice, what I do, I can't give financial advice. I just tell you what I do. I'm a hodler. I'm a dollar cost averager. I'm accumulating more property because I still think it's undervalued. Guys, time to get out of here. Figure out how to turn this thing off. It's been awesome. I've really enjoyed this. Wow, 37 minutes. Fair play to everyone for being here. And I look forward to seeing this all next time. I can read all the comments when I get off this as well. So I'm looking forward to doing that when I get home. Have a great evening. You're at the right place, at the right time. Congratulations. Keep learning. And let's all have fun together. Dinny out. Your stream will stop immediately and no longer be live. That'll do.